Happy Hurricane Day from Rural Horry County. I wanted to do a little time capsule on the hurricane. I don't expect a whole lot up here, but we are going to get some wind and some rain. So I wanted to, NOAA does their updates every 3 hours, so I was going to do an update every 3 hours. Sorry for the quality of the video editing. It's just my phone on the computer screen. One day I might actually be smart enough to actually do better, but that's not today. What we see is the 8 o'clock track, which just came out, and the storm is still mid-grade, level 1 hurricane. Where my cursor is about where we are. So let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, if you see there, that's about where we are. So we are officially inside of the potential cone of the storm. The storm keeps moving east a little bit. So right now it looks like it's gonna come inland between Georgetown and Murrells Inlet. Ironically, Hurricane Matthew in 2016 came in Murrells Inlet, where we used to live, and we actually got to witness the eye of the hurricane. It's one of the 3 hurricanes we got to witness an eye of a hurricane. So what I want to do with this is I'm going to do a video like this showing the track and then do a video outside. I did a video about 20 minutes ago because it wasn't raining. So that one's going to be reversed, but the rest of them should be with the NOAA picture first and the video outside second. Main rule I do with looking at hurricane information is only go to the NOAA website, the NOAA.gov. Do not go to the Weather Channel or any other news organization because they'll just sensationalize it. This is as pure as information as you can get. Happy Hurricane Day from Rural Horry County, South Carolina. And there's a lull in the rain right now, so I figured I would come out. It's about 7:30, 7:45 in the morning on Friday. This is Ian, which is coming up. It's already destroyed half of Florida. Now it decided it wants to take a little piece out of South Carolina. So it's been light raining a good bit of the night. It's been so dry here that it doesn't look like it's really been raining at all. Even Sherlock's not getting too wet. There's our little storage tent that we put up a few days ago, so it's holding up like a champ. We also acquired 50 pallets, so they're sitting over there, so they haven't budged either. So right now what's happening is, of course it started raining again as soon as I started recording, but I don't know if you can hear it, but it's kind of sounding like a freight train in the distance. That's the tropical storm winds. So I don't know if you can hear that on the video, but it's kind of really loud here. So as the winds pick up, it will get worse. I will do an update at 8 o'clock because that's when the new storm track comes out. But I wanted to come out while it was not raining right now. You can see the clouds moving up there. So we don't expect to actually get a whole lot up here, but this is our first hurricane up at the new property. Unfortunately, we've been through several of them before. We've actually been through 3 eyes of hurricanes, so hopefully that won't be the case this time, and we'll see what happens throughout the day. Okay, here's the 11 a.m. track. The storm track is creeping east. Where the S is with the circle, where we are we're a little bit east of that, so we are definitely inside the cone of probability. It has 8 a.m. Saturday as the next thing. I'm thinking it's going to hit probably mid-late afternoon, so it looks like the center circulation for us is going to be hopefully not too late, but it's probably going to be at nighttime, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. Alright, looking outside, we're in a lull in between the rain bands again. Tent's still holding up, although it is shuffling back and forth a little bit in the wind. We're getting pretty good consistent wind right now. Don't know if you can hear it, but it is starting to make good howling sounds. Pallets are still over there doing pallet things. And we had a rain band come through about 30 minutes ago, and the power did flicker a little bit. And so as of right now, if I had to guess, I would say the winds are probably sustained probably about 35-40 miles an hour. And it's only going to get worse throughout the day. Soybeans are still holding up like champs. So now we'll just wait for the 2 o'clock one when it comes out. You can see the clouds over there just shooting across the sky. So it's amazing that the center circulation is probably, I don't know, about 75-100 miles away from us, and it's still doing this. Okay, this is the 2 p.m. update. I had to switch to the laptop because we kept getting power surges and my computer kept going off and on, so I switched to the laptop. So if you see here, it's still mid-size category 1. Unfortunately, the hurricane force wind thing, which is the red here, let me zoom in, has increased, where according to this, where we are is actually on the outskirts of the hurricane force wind area. We've been getting some decent winds and decent wind gusts, and it looks like, as per usual, when I go to do a video outside, it looks like it's calmed down, but we'll check in a second. Okay, we're outside now. We're in between rain bands. I don't know if you can hear, the wind's actually going pretty good out there. I'd say we got sustained winds of probably about 40, maybe 50 miles an hour. Gusts definitely higher than that. Clouds are still creeping along at a pretty good rate. And we've gotten a couple really good rain bands. We've had 45-degree angled rain here. If we can get the next big rain band that comes through, I'm going to see if I can get a little video of that. Because, you know, except for the wind blowing, nothing's really happening right now. Alright, just wanted to show, this is a decent sized band coming through right now. Of course, when I start recording, it quits raining at 45 degrees, so I'll probably try again in a little bit. Okay, 5 p.m. advisory just came out, and storm's been downgraded to a tropical storm, although high tropical storm, 70-mile-an-hour winds. And let me come in a little bit, and you can see it made landfall, look like in South Myrtle Beach area, and it looks like it's in Carolina Forest right now. And the center of circulation does look like it's coming up towards us. So the center of circulation is either going to go through us or it's going to go real close to us. Alright, it's actually eerily quiet out here right now, although the wind's just picked up. And it's been doing this light rain thing all afternoon. Sherlock's actually out of here. He really doesn't care. I don't know if you can see on the video, but the rain's coming in at about 60-degree angle from horizontal, or 30 degrees from vertical, so we do have some angled rain. Our little storage structure is held up like a champ so far, although if the center circulation is coming towards us, the worst of the wind is still going to be here, probably in about an hour or so. We still have power, although it's been flickering all afternoon, so I'll call that good. All right, the rain keeps changing directions on me, so we might be close to the center of circulation. All right, it's about 6:30 now. I wanted to do a video before it got too dark, and the center of circulation is theoretically over in our area right about now, but the rain has stopped, and of course as soon as I start doing the video the wind picks up a little bit, but the wind, I mean, it's still here, but it's not obviously nearly as bad as what it was earlier. So I'm gonna, if it keeps up like this, I'm gonna call us very lucky. And panning around now to the back, and the little tent thing over there we put in held up like a champ. I opened up, and about a third of the floor in there never even got wet at all. It's just dirt with a couple pallets on top of it, and a third of it was still dry dirt. So after all the wind and the rain today, it was still dry under there, and it blew around a little bit, but the anchors kept it in place. So here's our vehicles. So that's good. Driveway, the well held up. Next on my list is to build a house for that thing, because I really don't like it being exposed like that. And pretty much all the pockets of rain or water on the ground are pretty much all dried up except for a few, but I have a feeling all these will be dried up by in the morning. And Sherlock's excited because this is the first time all day today I've actually had him off the leash, so he's excited. Back of the property's good, and there's a little low area here in the drain field, but that's from the rain. But like I said, that'll probably be dry in the morning. I'll do another video in the morning, and you can see where the crack is here. That's where the actual septic tank is. So the dirt's still settling. Our ground is so flat that the septic tank actually had to be up a little bit, so they kind of mounded the dirt over. But other than that, if this is all we got, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna call this a win. And it's not over. It probably won't be completely over till probably late tonight, early tomorrow, but we shall see. Other than some flickerings, power held pretty good. So as long as there's no more surprises, it should be okay. At one point, it looked like about a fifth of all the customers for Horry Electric, which Horry Electric does all the rural, Santee Cooper does all the urban areas. But it looked like about a fifth to maybe a fourth of all of the customers were without power at some point. And those line workers are out in the middle of this trying to fix power. So they're the real heroes of these hurricanes. Those line workers working basically 20 hours a day trying to get power up. So here comes Sherlock back to me, sort of. So I will sign off for tonight and see what is in store in the morning. Okay, it is the following morning, and we can actually see the sun again. And the sun creeped over. We saw it just for a couple seconds there. Clouds are really breaking up big time. Looks like towards the ocean is that direction, so it looks like there's still clouds over there. but looks like everything is coming out probably by about noon today. All the clouds will be gone, and it'll be about the most perfect day that you'll ever know. If there's a good thing about hurricanes, that would be it. That when the stupid thing is over, you get perfect weather for probably about a half a day to a full day, depending on the size and severity and everything. But yeah, this is the next day, and this storm is officially over. All of the little pockets of rain that water that we had on the ground here is all gone, thanks to our sandy soil here. And Myrtle Beach and Cherry Grove and North Myrtle Beach got clobbered pretty good yesterday. Several piers got destroyed. So this was more of a surprise for us, because I thought it was going to be a little east than what they were originally predicting. But I didn't think it was actually going to hit Myrtle Beach until yesterday around noon. So here we go. You can see the clouds are still moving at a pretty good clip. But yeah, hurricane is officially over. The center circulation is in Greensboro or north of Greensboro by now, and they're going to stop tracking it. So let me zoom in on Sherlock here in the soybeans. So yeah, this is what Sherlock thinks of the hurricane.